We have one more game to go, possibly with a third and fourth match being previewed before we middle. Obviously, Dyrus in the jungle. Dan Dinh going to be playing middle. Obviously, Dyrus in the jungle. You know, they decide to switch it again. It's happened all weekend long to send that support in AD top if you know you can really take them off guard. A quick CV coming out on each side, that's going to allow them to know what they're buying and, you know, it can actually tell you what lane they're going into.
So Dan going to be soloing mid with an early Doran's Ring and rockets first. That is how he plays it. It's not so turret based. He does have the turrets, of course, but he actually is rockets first, max rockets, get blue, do cool stuff, and you know, jungle Trundle not a blue required champion. So
that's a good amount of AP. 32 AP at level 1. That's gonna sting.
Yeah, it's a lot of AP games. So it looks like flat AP blues are the choice.
Wow, real aggression.
No, never mind. He's got it's a standard AP per level. Blues. Probably mana regen yellows.
So all the way back into that side of the river, they actually had vision on them, so they feel pretty safe about going to their blue. Very nice job there putting that trap down. Westrice grabbing that W first. You'll see a lot of them not grab a skill until they come into that. Most people will just actually go for that stun. Obviously, it's the most advantageous in that time, but if they're already stunned up and you can do a skill that has more damage.
TSM was actually really pinging where they were going. They're pings to this triangle bars and like, Epic's going this way. Ooh, we might have a level 1 engagement. This could be pretty big. Wow. I think Epic's level 1 is better though. I think Epic's level 1 is much better.
Somebody's going for the bushwhack here. Are they going to be able to get it?
It's probably Caitlyn. Wait, who has the ability? I thought we had an ability called bushwhack. I'm just dumb.
That's Nidalee's traps.
Nidalee, oh, okay. Well, they both have traps, so that's why I got it. That's why I was confused. They're both female and have traps. I have no longer any, I don't know. I'm just dumb. Okay, it's fine. So let's see, the minions have spawned, the monsters have spawned as well. I'm going to keep talking to myself about how bad I am. And let's see, actually they might go first blue to Heimerdinger. He's staying around. Trundle doesn't need blue. No, Heimer's going to pull, and yeah, he's going to go back to the lane. Okay. They're going to let Dyrus use blue to jungle faster. Doing a lot of damage here.
Wow, okay, so they did switch it up on TSM side. Sona and Chaox top. It looks like it's going to be versus Morgana, and you know what?
Fine there.
Yeah, pretty good 2v1 character. She's not going to have trouble. Tormented Soil all day long.
Whereas Udyr actually might have trouble. I mean, Kate Sona is not a, Kate Soraka is not a huge amount of damage early on. Wow, this could be good, but she has flash. Like, how are they going to kill her? Right, like, yeah, he can zone out for a little bit, but like, Trundle's jungling right now. There's a Trundle in the jungle. It's kind of like a fiddle in the middle. And yeah, I mean, Morgana is super sustainy. She's got to be careful. Close. She's got to be careful for now. Certainly, Sona going to sit in that brush. It's good early zoning, but I think Morgana's going to be okay. Trying to get an experience range. Going to have to be afraid of Sona. There's the puddle going down. Only gets one of the minions. A lot of damage here from Chaox. Well played. Wow, actually, she's taking more damage than I expected. Yeah. It
was really nice. Great job. As long as she can land those, that would be a great lane to have a Janna in. If you could just shield him every time, give him more AD.
Epic's going for turret. This is really smart. Instead of trying to poke the TheRainMan super hard, they're going for turret damage here. And realistically, this could work quite well. So yeah, Soraka puts the ward down, says, okay, if Gangplank comes to gank, we'll be okay. And now let's just go for the full push. And look at this. Caitlyn, you know, really not even stopping the last hit, almost just full, harassment spam. TheRainMan going to turtle shell part of that damage. Nhat, yeah, just going for the harassments there, using that silence to deal some damage here. Crumbzz, wow, taking a lot more damage. But, you know, got health potions, going to recall. They might swap. He does have summoner teleport. More traps going down, really hurting that aggression from the TheRainMan, but they're pushing really, really hard here. TheRainMan, yep, takes a trap to the face. Actually getting hit pretty hard here. Unfortunately, Westrice does take minion aggro by doing this, so it's a little scary. We're going to go back in. Has more potions and a ward, and is going to walk right back up there. Gangplank scared mid a little bit, but Dan's going to be okay. A lot more health potions and a ward.
Sona doing a great job. Xpecial just kind of hanging out. He's still grabbing XP there. Doesn't need to farm a thing. And they're also going to be able to do a good amount of initial damage as Morgana comes to lane thinking it's just Chaox. Let's see if Morgana actually has a word for herself. And he does, yes. Crumbzz knows he needs to stop that. Using a skill right away, kind of jumps Xpecial out of the bush, so that's not going to be any damage they're grabbing. Looks like Gangplank will be donating that blue to Reginald, and Brand is a force to be reckoned with, as I've been saying that quite often lately. But it indeed is. AP scales off of their levels, and with that blue, he's going to be able to do more cooldowns. And as I also said before, you don't really necessarily need to build damage early. If you can do cooldowns, your skills come up more, and that's where you get your damage from.
I think Westrice should be going for the turret a little bit more than he's going for Udyr. He's gotten about a fourth of the health off right now, so he's doing some good work. And Dyrus is ready to gank. This is pretty good. They could do some good damage to Xpecial.
That was a really deep ward, actually, that Sona placed, so they got good vision that Dyrus was coming up. He is, however, going to go ahead and take some jungle mobs, denying resource. Yep.
He's been CV'd. They can come in here. Gangplank and Brand are both going. Morgana's going to come over. This is going to hurt Dyrus a lot, though. Exhaust comes off. Crumbzz nearby. Good pillar. And Dyrus will flash, and he'll make it out. He did take one of those golems, but it was not worth losing his flash.
Yeah.
Morgana will ward, and that will help against Gangplank. Xpecial does not know about that ward, but he can assume. He pinged it. I think he assumes. Dinh baiting Reginald into a turret. This could be pretty good. Reginald could do a lot of damage here, though. He's going to flash, or he's going to ghost. I don't think he needed to ghost, though. I think he would have been fine without it. He could have dodged Reginald's Q, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, nice try there. OddOne staying in mid as well to make sure nothing else happened to Reginald's lane or anybody else came down to Reginald. If it was the OddOne trying to, Dyrus rather, trying to come in for a kill. So good positioning there by both of them. The OddOne feels comfortable about a little bit of invasion here. He's going to go ahead and raise morale, take out those wraiths, deny some resources. But wait a minute, here comes Dyrus just on the other side of the wall. Does he know he's there in the ward placement? Very nice, saving him out. Says, you took my blue, it's all right though.
Yep.
Still pushing Udyr back. Not a fun lane for TheRainMan.
This is really good, though. See, they've actually gotten him out of all of his health potions. TheRainMan's
Yeah.
out of mana. He's
It's
taking
5
even more
minutes in.
damage. He's going to have to recall here and probably teleport back to the lane. But, you know, he's done enough. He's got level 5 and a couple of minions. Ooh, wow. If Dyrus comes up, they can get this kill. They do not have ward coverage. So was that TSM's?
Yep.
That was not TSM's clairvoyance, I don't think. So, I mean, they should be afraid. Nice harass. Stops TheRainMan's. Nat's going to put a new ward down, I think.
He actually took the full damage of that Q as well. Another level, and he may have gone down on that one. She only has 2 levels in her Q, and she actually got the Caliber Net and W. You always want to get your E at some point early with Caitlyn. It's such a good utility to escape a fight, or as well put the fight in your favor. So, you know, going for that was not a problem there. She just Q that one up, and you saw the damage there. That would have definitely been a kill on Udyr. OddOne taking a good amount of hits there, trying to pop those oranges, and everything will be all right. Sona and Morgana duking it out.
Yeah, so one thing you can do with Caitlyn is while you were actually pushing backwards with Net, you can actually shoot Piltover for Peacemaker. So you saw him shoot backwards and the Q came out. That was a cute little move you can do there with Caitlyn. So y'all should try it.
Y'all.
#1 troll. All
Looks
day.
like TheRainMan coming up top. He's going to leave his jungle for a second here, start farming the lane a little bit.
Yeah, nice harass though. He's maxing rockets and getting those points and turrets. Actually not even gotten his ultimate yet. It's 3-3 right now. So Dan with a very clever little Heimerdinger build, still without items other than wards and potions, very sustainy, wants to keep poking, but he's getting out-farmed right here. You see 51 to 28. Reginald is last hitting quite successfully. Of course, some of those kills are on turrets, 12 gold apiece, but still, that's giving him a nice advantage. You see the turret down to half health, and now, yeah, they send TheRainMan to top because that was not going well. Only 18 minions on him, so he's getting massively out-farmed by Morgana, who's at 40. The Ezreal at 52 is actually very close to the Caitlyn at 51, so the swap didn't really hurt Epik's farm very much, but it did hurt Team Solomid. However, the mid lane went much better for Team Solomid.
And they do see that Sona was traveling back down bottom. Xpecial and Chaox gathering to clear out that minion wave. Looks like they should safely push this pretty much up to the turret. Caitlyn and Soraka are going to be there to stop him. Westrice and Nhat getting back into lane. Another Doran's Blade for Caitlyn. A little bit more damage. That really helps her to get those creep score as well. She can take out the minions at a little bit more health than usual and not have to precisely take that out. So that'll also help her give a little bit more gold and a little bit more ability in lane to worry about the enemies around her. All these little things coming into play in this laning phase, little subconscious things you have to think about. So Chaox and Xpecial really not taking any damage. Everybody's just going for their last hits. Looks like we have Morgana back to purchase.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
If they're subconscious, why do you think about them?
What?
If they're subconscious, why would you think about them?
They just happen.
But that's what subconscious means.
I know.
Okay.
Thanks, Freeze. All right, let's see what they got. Taking out the red buff. OddOne's going to be grabbing that for himself. Heimer with a good push onto Reginald. Good damage there.
Yeah, indeed. So let's see. Dan finally has blue. That's going to help him a lot. He can spam rockets pretty hard, but still without points and grenades, he can't really crush the backline minion waves. Getting some good harass though on Reginald. He's taking some damage here. Of course, he's still spamming, getting a lot of these kills on the minions. Of course, Dan doing the same. But he's forcing Reginald basically, wow, those rockets doing great harass there as Heimerdinger actually. Those rockets are pretty hard to dodge, of course. As long as there's not too many minions in front, you're going to get them for free. But he's basically forcing Reginald to spend a lot of mana to keep his lane from being pushed. And of course, Dan, you see, doing a great job pulling the minions off to the side. And look at that, using that with his turret, just killing off these minions, separating them from his minion wave. And then going in, oh, this is smart. Does he have turrets on cooldown? He does. He have 2 turrets available. And look at this. The stab for Dragon is so smart. Reginald had just recalled. And Dan making a great stab here. Dyrus going for the push as well. The rockets come out. And that is a great, great, great Dragon attempt. Nice job, Epik. That is smart stuff. Good job there, guys.
Very smart.
2 people clap. Thank you.
TheOddOne almost getting taken out down to 100 HP. However, oranges, everything's all right. And just heading back into lane. Looks like he is going to have to back Morgana, pushing into the face of TheRainMan right now. Neither of them are really taking damage. She's trying to get that Tormented Soil down for creeps more than damage onto TheRainMan. You can see he's pretty much blowing through his mana quite fast. And there it is, right? Especially, very nice placement, especially on the Tormented Soil, damaging both the back and the front minions, keeping her in the aggressive position. Bottom lane is getting pinged. Let's see if they may have a move up. Oh, they say there's a ward in this bush. We cannot do a jungle creep.
Yep, and that's going to see Xpecial run back, and a pink ward is down, so he's going to take some turret damage, but it doesn't really matter. He gets a pink ward kill. But the pink ward is worth dragon, so nice job overall by Epik. And actually, you see the gold 800 up in the advantage of Epik with a really cool lineup. So, Heimerdinger, by the way, not a bad champion. Forums. Heimerdinger is good. Okay. I've been saying it for a while. Heimerdinger is good in special comps, and look at this. Being awesome. So, TheRainMan harassing against Crumbzz.
Black shielding the tiger damage. Very nice.
Yeah, that's really smart.
Yep.
Tiger is magic damage, so. Crumbzz still pushing on this turret. It's got it down to half health, of course. Very strong pushing there. Udyr stuns a little bit early, though. You can see Crumbzz not really getting owned there. He got stunned, but there's still a minion there to tank the turret, so Crumbzz is okay. He's taking a little bit of damage, but of course he can sustain, and TheRainMan is low on mana, so we might see Epik continue to do some really good things here.
All right, so we have jungle 6s right now. We could see the Gangplank coming out, or Gangplank ulti, I should say, coming out quite soon to initiate a fight, possibly for top. And they could be going for Crumbzz as he is headed that way. Probably going for his golems, head back down to Wraiths, maybe try something onto Heimer in middle. And we do see that Dyrus is just finishing up his wolves and may head somewhere as well. Mid is in a pretty fair position to be ganked right now.
It's true, actually. No one's going around just yet. Looks like Morgana still going toe-to-toe with Udyr, and actually that means Gangplank's coming by. Crumbzz, you got to be careful. He misses the Q. There's the flash. Nice job with the dodge, but here comes everyone else. Dyrus nearby. The ult goes off. Crumbzz will try to survive until the stun goes off. Gets it in time. OddOne is low. Can they get the kill in time? Yes! First blood picked up by Crumbzz, and TheRainMan gets Dark Bind, and Crumbzz is okay. TheRainMan getting chased down. Red buff on Dyrus. He's going to TP. One more hit. Ah! But he TP's top. Lizard buff does not do enough damage.
Oh, his ulti.
And Reginald now getting caught. CV is down!
Wow.
Wow.
Not something I thought was going to happen. Amazing teleports. Great team help comp. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that
That was
TheRainMan
good.
actually lived
That was
through
good.
that teleport. He was probably sitting there grabbing his desk. He's like, all right, lift off already. Come on now. Just taking hits from Dyrus. Dyrus should be able to get this turret up top. It's going to be some nice gold for Epik as they continue to play a very good game here. Up 2K gold, 2 kills, 13 minutes into the game. And Heimerdinger is just blowing people up right now. Getting a little mana regen from those rings just keeps him in lane, and he's going to keep doing a lot of damage.
Yep. Now to continue the build looks. TheRainMan, of course, not with any MR, died really fast with that team. Let's see, OddOne. Maxon, yes, he's maxing raise morale. That's the right choice there. As though I'm a better player than OddOne. Like, yeah, you made the right choice, buddy. Just injecting my own opinions. Special. Finally getting his first item of the game. Maybe. Will he get a Philo Stone or anything at all? Yes! Has a real item at 13 minutes in. Congratulations. You finally just ticked up enough gold per ton. Reginald, 2 Doran's rings, getting some good stuff. Maxing W, then maxing E. So, by the way, brand players out there, if you want to play like Reginald, Pillar of Flame. Look at the damage up onto this one. 310 damage. Pretty good.
310? Do the 25% add. I'm just kidding. All right, you are doing it. Dinh in mid lane. He is going to be just farming out. Has a creep down, or has a turret down. That is not a creep. And it looks like, okay, that's just the OddOne. I thought we had some jungle invasion, but he's just up by Udyr as he meanders through his jungle there, looking to get some creeps, but really they're all farmed out here. What are they doing? Are they like positioning for a dragon here? They're kind of gathering. Not too much going on. Sona is by Reginald. We'll have to see what happens. Gangplank's going to go back for his red. Morgana pushed up quite far.
Yeah, neither of them at top have teleport up. They're both about 3 minutes away. Let's see. Let's click him. Actually, that's the wrong guy. I'm smart. TheRainMan, click him. 161 seconds left on his teleport. Over on Morgana, it's 109. So theoretically, if they go in the next 2 minutes, they'll have 1 TP, and only for Epik. And that actually could be a good way to win a fight, but that's a very small time window. They don't exactly have the timer probably on his teleport. And I'm like, okay, well, he teleported at 12:05, and so if we go between 15:05 and 17, we'll be able to get in there before his teleport comes back.
And there they are, positioning Dyrus actually just entering into the
down.
Dragon's Den. They're kind of waiting for this. Turrets on the outside. And kind of just waiting for the guard here. They may know it might have like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Yep. They're really not in position for it. They're going to go back.
And it's smart to pre-place them so that they're down and they can kind of control the area. They can watch for wards. And then when the fight actually happens, Dan's going to have the ammo back to put down new turrets if he needs to. It's actually really clever. He's actually got the turrets down, has them pre-placed, and then he's going to do something with his stocking up of that cooldown.
Nhat doing a very good job of shutting down the vision right now of TSM up top. Crumbzz taking some damage there. Black Shield guarding most of that Tiger damage. And he will be able to just get this last creep, continue to push his lane. Really not too much aggression up top. There he is going for the bear stance. He's going to get stopped up by a minion. Unfortunate there. Looks like we have a few gathering here. They are going to donate red buff to Dyrus. Very nice. With that long range, it becomes such an advantage in a fight.
Maybe even Caitlyn, though. I mean, she's staying on it.
Oh,
yeah,
I did say Dyrus. I'm sorry. Caitlyn,
no, that's fine.
meant.
Yeah. It's thought that counts, dude. Yes. You got it. Don't worry. I believe in you. Just want you to know that.
That's all that matters.
It does. And here it goes.
Ooh.
They're both stuck at top, but Morgana's TP's up first, but they're going, and they do have the turrets up. And Dan's still holding on to his right now. He's got 2 in store. Let's see who goes in. Udyr's still fighting against Morgana. They're getting a little bit low, but that's okay. And oh wow, Heimerdinger with some nice harass there. They did just pick up Dragon now. That's 2. And here they go, the 4v4, and they're going in for the stab at blue. Oh, that was close. And Reginald didn't get it. I think they stole it. Or it died and Reginald doesn't have it, so I'm assuming.
Looking at Trundle has a refresh blue buff.
Yeah, nice job by Trundle. Good steal. Morgana, of course, first one with TP. Looks like TheRainMan has to wait another 38 seconds, so they could go for a jab into the base, but they got Dragon. They stole the blue. Epik playing very, very well this game. This comp is very clever. That Heimerdinger really being an all-star so far.
Continuing to stay in lane. He does still have those Doran's rings, and he's really using them for the mana regen. I say it again, I say it before. Placing those turrets down, he can continue to hit Reginald with the missiles. It's going to hit the closest target, so he's just always in the face of Reginald right now. And Reginald, as you see, a brand player to be standing off is not something you see all the time.
Indeed the case. You see Dan. Dan. There we go. Puberty was hit this time. Dan going to keep killing off these minions, doing a good job of all this. Turrets in the background, actually not using to spend his mana. Or not choosing to spend his mana right now to last hit because he's actually waiting for blue in order to get that one going correctly. And yeah, just crushing minion waves down. Pretty easy job with these turrets. Oh, I think he came in with smite. Nice. Gangplank just killed one of them. That's pretty smart. They always do want to do that for the team fights. That's really smart of them. And that's why Dan is holding an ammo system back. So that, when a fight starts, one's going to get smited, he can replace it into the fight. And that'll be really good for him.
Ward on Baron goes down. That Dragon went down about 2 minutes ago, so we are going to see them coming up about, it's 15, it'll be 21, 22 minutes. We'll see Dragon. Let's see what they got. There'll be a 3-minute ward on Baron, so they'll be looking for that. I don't think anybody's really in the position to start doing Baron. I don't know if we have enough damage. Looking at Caitlyn, it's only a BF sword, actually building that Infinity Edge up as we head over to Gangplank. Obviously, that Wriggles is going to help, and we'll see Udyr maybe have built one himself. He is actually going for the Madrids, so it may be a Wriggles as well. You see TSM, Chaox really bringing that out at the IEM in Europe.
Oh, wow, that damage I put on Xpecial was massive. First damage help from Caitlyn. I mean, Epik is really controlling this game. They're, again, playing rather methodically as well, but it's a little bit more aggressive, I would say. They've pushed through different minion waves, taken down more turrets overall, of course, not losing turret damage themselves. You see these guys are all rather healthy around the map. And for the first time, actually, someone's actually not stopped in hitting a turret, so TSM could get some really good damage here.
Chaox down bottom, doing what he can to push this one in as well, doing a great job, getting a lot of damage. One turret there. Can they trade for this? And seeing that turret go down, he is going to quickly get out of that situation, knowing they are heading for him. Udyr still up top. He hasn't really left that lane. TheRainMan knows he needs to continue to get tanky. He's going to be one of those players for his team. They don't really have a main tank. They do have a Trundle on the other team, which becomes quite tanky, and really that's going to overrun whatever they have in the fight right now.
Yep, and there's the blue buff being picked up by Dinh. Nice and full of mana. Look at those rockets. 100 of mana cost, that's why he's got the blue buff, but they're doing 350 damage per shot, so 3 targets, that ain't bad on a 6-second cool.
6-second cool.
Yeah. I don't even say the word down, y'all know what I'm saying.
I heard it. So we have Ezreal pushed up here. Caitlyn getting that lane pushed up as well. She teleports back into the base. We'll see what the purchases are here. It's finishing the Infinity Edge on 1, and Ezreal does have a Sheen, possibly that Triforce as it comes up.
Yep, Triforce, he is indeed in Legend of Zelda, so I mean, I say it too, so I can't really like, blame you. But I always get made fun of when I say it, so I had to keep the joke alive.
Fair enough.
All right, let's see. Xpecial kiting away and giving red buff to the TheRainMan. Looks like Ezreal not even going to bother. Yeah. So nice red buff there. He's got Wriggle's Lantern. No, sorry, not Wriggle's Lantern. Wit's End has not finished Wriggles, just keeping them out as Razors. And the interesting thing about what Solomid's doing is, of course, their solo top has gone Madrids, but they've not been able to actually contest the dragons. Normally you have the double proc there, and you get a really good chance at Baron, Dragon, things like that. But it's been Epik who's been actually controlling those buffs, and that's been really, really good for them. TheRainMan's not been able to really exert any dominance in this game. He's actually 0-0-0, has not helped his team get any kills. Of course, his team doesn't have any, but also has not died, so the team fights are not too massive. We'll see how this turns out.
They are targeting one here. Looks like they want to catch Brand with a Dark Binding. The pillar is a little too late. Everything still goes out, though. A little bit of damage to go down. They are going to get golems, and it looks like TheRainMan will join with his team in mid here to stop this push. We got the last going out. I think that's Dyrus still just laughing constantly.
Oh, here comes the initiate from the TheRainMan. Gonna jump in there on Dyrus, but TheRainMan is so incredibly low, down to half health. Caitlyn's gonna kite out. Gangplank ult is on, and here's the Brand ult. That's gonna hurt them a lot. Oh wow! But Crumbzz got one kill on Xpecial. Dan's in the middle. TheOddOne gonna get crushed right now. Udyr has fallen. It's about 2 for 1 so far. Actually, no one has actually yet died. It's so close though. Reginald now gets caught by a trap. They will not get enough damage. The rocket comes out. They're gonna be okay. Wow, they got 2 for none, just barely.
That was really nice. Trundle getting out of that just alive. Dyrus able to continue just taking that damage, and the cooldowns exactly what you want him to do. He is your tanky character, and you saw what wasting all those cooldowns did. Chaox playing very dangerously right now, especially with a Dark Binding range, and Dinh just firing out missiles all the time. So they need to play very careful. The damage that they're taking is a heavy front burst, and that's not something you can come back from in a fight right away, even with Sona on your team.
Let's see, we see, oh wow, and their timing is perfect. They push the ball back to the base, and hey look, blue buff's up. So Dan gonna get a refresh on that, gonna be super happy to keep blue buff on himself. It was just about to time out as well, so good timing there. Dragon shouldn't be too far away. I think they got Dragon before blue last time, so it should be under a minute.
Really turning the tables in this one. Epik is now shutting down and gaining turret control over TSM. TSM has not grabbed a turret yet, and totally flip side from last game.
Seriously,
and
yeah.
They're really figuring out the game that TSM played. They just needed to rethink it, get together, talk it out, and we're definitely seeing a different Epik here.
Yeah, they're playing so incredibly well. I think they're playing a strat they're more comfortable with. They're definitely playing the game they know how to, and I think just Solomid's almost not ready for it.
Yeah.
I think the lane swap didn't go as well as they hoped it would. TheRainMan managed to not get farmed, and that's, we saw that in the first game as well. I was talking about Udyr, how, he's this big fighter guy, and if he gets ahead, he'll carry a game, but, he had like 3 minion kills after the first 3 waves, and that's going to be a behind Udyr, and that's not the happiness.
Yeah, as you said, last game oh wow,
Dan's
Dinh getting taken out crescendo. Heimer doing his head dance, gets out of that one, flashes out, keeps himself alive, a pivotal player to continue to be alive in this fight, and it looks like they are going to be able to take down Dyrus, though. He will go down quite quickly, and very nice job there. Wow, almost going down. TheOddOne taking a lot. Probably going to have to orange up. Sona giving a little bit of health back to every teammate around him. It's going to heal the 3 closest, and that's how many she had.
Good fight by Solomid. And he's putting, oh wow, he's putting traps down. Turrets down by the Baron. At least at the very least it's a scout and makes someone have to fight it. And the thing is, the cool thing about using turrets for that is Sona can't easily solo a Heimer turret with a couple hundred AP. It deals a lot of damage, so they actually force someone to run around and actually help that. Of course, it can be Gangplank just tossing a smite, but it actually does help them control things like Baron a little bit better than you would otherwise expect. But wow, fast Dragon attempt, nice job here. They don't even need the jungler to do it. So much damage coming in from Heimerdinger. I believe the 3rd straight Dragon now for Epik Gaming. That's really putting them ahead. You see they're up still 7,000 gold. The kills are getting closer. It's 4 to 1 right now, but the Dragons are about 1,000 gold total apiece, and that's about half their lead was just purely Dragons.
Dyrus actually quite building a little tanky here. Has the Aegis on him, not something you usually see on a Trundle. Usually going for a little bit more damage, but he is definitely going to go for the team assist. Soraka is going for GP5 or GP10s, so she is going to be getting gold that way. And I don't know if she's going auras or she's going to go real bursty heal. It looks like she does have cooldown items that she's going to be building, at Shirelia's or something of that matter. So we'll see what she does there. But both of those players playing very well for their team right now. It looks like TSM is kind of confined to their side of the jungle. Really good vision right now by Epik as they turn this one around in their favor and really possibly bring it into a game 3.
Yep, you see the TheOddOne moving about, getting the builds underway. He's getting pretty farmed up there. He's got his Wriggles. He's getting some more items coming up soon. Might be Merc Treads. He's already got the gold for 10 with the Heart of Gold in there, so he'll start scaling in the late game a bit. Team Solomid doing a good job with their gold over time. Actually, wow, they have 3 Wriggles. They have Ezreal doing it as well. Yeah, I realized that a while ago. I was like, oh, right. Of course they do. That's how Solomid plays ranged AD. They get Wriggles. But wow, already up to the base. Epik ready to push down an inhibitor. This, I mean, wow, this could be one of the fastest wins we've seen of games that are these close. Games that are this close.
Yeah, very much so. You know, you said they feel a lot more comfortable with this team comp. In the game before, you even mentioned Dyrus may have been a forced Cho'Gath pick, and it really didn't work out for him. So they definitely seem to feel a lot better. Their cohesion as a team is a lot better, and they're just cooperating immensely right now as they come in for all of these fights, understanding where each other are, initiating just simply on knowing that, you know, Dyrus walked a few more steps than he should have. He's definitely going into the fight. Let's assist here. And, you know, they're really coming out on top with these fights. TSM is kind of all scatterbrained at the moment. As you can see, they're all around their jungle. A lot of focus right now into Baron. There is a ward there, and they're going to clear that out. And TSM kind of making a move towards that position. Down bottom, we do have Udyr going against Crumbzz with the shield on. They are going to go back and forth on this one, trading a little bit of damage. There is going to be a walk away from this fight for sure. They will not continue to do that, but they're still getting in each other's faces, really trying to, you know, kind of pull everybody down to the bottom, maybe for a fight, and go for that Baron. So both of them are trying to initiate that same thing.
Let's see Reginald pushing around. Dyrus taking some damage from that. TheOddOne's still getting close to level 11. He does want that level up. It'll be pretty valuable to get that Cannon Barrage a bit heavier. Only 75 damage per Cannonball right now. He's farming around. Dinh helping with that. He's got his Death Cap. He's got his Tear of the Goddess already as well. He's actually just finished that, so he's actually just starting to spam that mana. But interesting to see Heimerdinger not get a fast Zhonya's, though. Normally you kind of see that as part of the build. Put those turrets down, get jumped on, stasis for a little bit. But that is not the case. He's playing much more kite-based, kind of staying towards the back, using rockets as his main point of damage, and the turrets are an afterthought.
Westrice quite painful now. He just took out a minion at 1060. That's over 1,000 damage for that headshot that procced out. It's not something you want to have to deal with in a fight. So if they do get in a fight in the jungle, you better watch out for Westrice proccing headshots. And that is not going to get through the defense. It does hit TheOddOne. He will be able to quickly heal that back with Sona and a W. See what they do, continuing to attack this turret. They do have a good minion wave. Not good, but should be enough to take down this turret. Oh no, Ezreal doing a very nice job of focusing on the minions to grab them out with Mystic Shot. So that turret stays alive, throwing down a few of those traps, and this is just one of those things you really can't do anything about. You know, you don't want to have to initiate under the turret stun when it's that low. So those traps definitely causing TSM some problems.
Yep, Morgana still dueling, or soloing, I guess they're dueling, that's the word, against Udyr at the bottom of the map. Got it eventually, guys. Turret goes down again, and wow, Epik is definitely out pushing this one. They have lost that turret finally. It says Purple Team has 1 turret kill. Yeah, they did get that top turret a while ago. But they are just up onto the second inhibitor now. Morgana still pushing against Udyr at the bottom of the map, and this 4v4 is just in Epic's favor. They're really not getting stopped here at all. And they're back again to the inhib, and TSM still is not stopping them. A great pillar that's going to really hurt the ability to push in. They're going to back up now, though. They've got to be afraid of that Brand ultimate. Certainly could hurt a lot. Turrets can help pull that fire every once in a while. You might get lucky, and maybe it'll tank 2 bounces of that Pyroclasm. Morgana looks like she's going to recall, maybe join in with her team. They do have the ability to teleport. Udyr has already made it, and they're going to go in for a gank right here. Now, can the team show up in time? Well, the TheRainMan kind of got caught, and oh, wow, the damage of it is massive as the Ezreal hits everyone. And they're still pushing on through.
Oh, TheRainMan stays alive. Amazing that the Gangplank ulti still hitting. Dyrus falls very quickly. It's a 1-for-1 trade on that kill. Brand is able to take one out as Udyr goes down. Reginald still staying in this, taking a lot of damage. Looks like they will be able to get, oh my, Reginald. How much HP? And he has about 20 on that one. And they are going to be able to get out of that fight. Another kill coming down. Looks like they did shut down Brand. That was Morgana. That is going to be a takedown on a kill spree. Just missing the crescendo as well. Can they turn around on Dinh here? Looks like a ton of damage. Will he get the missile out onto Xpecial? It almost killed him last time. I don't know why he's throwing down wards. Maybe possibly for somebody to teleport to him. But he will not be able to get up there and take out Xpecial. He is, however, being chased. Dinh still has the visual. Crumbzz taking him down. A very nice job there. Dinh to pick up the kill, and Xpecial about to do a bush run here. Will he be able to go back and forth enough?
Damage up at nice, point blank, and yes, Soraka steals the kill. Well played. Get that gold income.
Wow, there it is. A surrender 5 vote by TSM.
Wow,
Epik
nice
brings it to our first game 3 of the weekend.
Yeah, seriously, first time to go to game 3. Amazing play by this team, a great comp overall, very aggressive push. You didn't see a lot of heavy team fights because TSM was afraid the whole time, but Epik knew their strategy, their win was going to be by pushing, by taking these turrets, and they just had such a strangle on the map. Again, you've seen both with Epik and Dignitas the series before.